Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. The beautiful white gold to see with us today. So, we have another first time watching for us, all right? This is a movie that kind of came out last year, kind of towards the end of the year, and we just didn't get to it. So this is titled Heretic. Right?
I think that's how it's... Because a heretic, it means something. I can't just blab the definition off.
Right.
But, I'm sure this is probably it. So.
Okay.
It's heretic.
And this is got the same directors as the guys who wrote and executive produced The Boogeyman, which is one of my favorite scary movies that kind of came out here in the last few years. It came out 2023, May of 2023. They basically wrote and executive produced the adaptation of the short film from Stephen King. And they're the ones who are directing this film. This is an A24 film. I think it was Scott and I forget the other guy's name. But there's two guys that are directing this. And I was actually pretty impressed to see that they wrote the adaptation from Stephen King, which is pretty big, and how good it was. They executive produced it. So for them to kind of direct this movie, it also has Sophie Thatcher in it, who was also in The Boogeyman. I didn't realize that until looking up this movie. We just watched Companion, and I was trying to figure out where do I know her from. She's from The Boogeyman, which is one of my favorites. So we have no idea. I haven't looked up anything. I haven't heard anything, but I've seen this movie promoted. We've seen trailers in theaters, but we have no idea what this movie is. But we've been recommended it from Disney. Disney said we should take a look at it. I've also heard, a lot of people said they rock with it. Rotten Tomatoes has it scored high. This also has Hugh Grant in it. For people who don't know, he's an iconic actor. You know what I'm saying? So this will be really interesting. And apparently, according to the genre, it said horror/thriller. All right, so this is a horror movie for people out there. So, White Gold, how you feeling about Heretic?
I'm kind of excited. Just knowing it's kind of like he said, we saw the trailer and I remember it. So I don't necessarily know much about it, but it gives me I don't know, Black Phone.
Okay. He gives you Black Phone vibes?
Kind of.
Okay.
Like the kidnapping, the murdery.
Okay.
But this seems more religious, which goes along with the heretic.
Okay.
I'll have to look it up, but yeah.
As she's talking, I'll probably have had that definition at the bottom so you guys can read it that way. You feel me? But this is Heretic, a horror movie that came out last year. Apparently, it came out in that conference where they unveil movies or they put movies out or they showcase movies like filmmakers, and they loved it and then it got a theatrical release overseas pretty fast from that when I was reading. So this is apparently pretty good. We got something on our hands here, all right? So before we get into it, make sure you guys leaving a thumbs up and leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first. And of course, if you want to get these early and edited with all the commentary, the link to our Patreon's in the description. And don't forget to follow us on Twitch, because when we not do it here, we will be doing it over there, right? So, Heretic from 2024. From Fireworks, the beautiful white gold. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. And we back. A24.
I heard Magnum condoms are basically same size as regular condoms. What else do we believe just because of marketing? If you grew up being told the Book of Mormon is fake, you probably believe it was fake because that's what you were told.
Magnums are huge. My sister said her ex-husband had a scary big peen.
Sounds made up.
Who says size doesn't matter? Are you kidding me? What the hell? Is this just a big penis movie? Is this what this is? We starting off in 30 seconds of this.
Video, I'm not sure. Two people having intercourse, sexual, and a cameraman filming them, like an amateur pornography type thing. And the girl in the video was moaning.
Chloe
kind of
East.
Video, just screaming.
So that might be the other girl next to Sophie.
Lady yelled through the wall, "We can hear you!" And the couple stopped sexing. And the look of embarrassment and horror on their faces. You can literally see her soul being sucked out of her body. As if realizing for the first time, like, this is my life. I'm effing a stranger on camera for money.
And this is a park bench convo, too?
God's
yeah, they
real.
just got advertising
We
on
have
the back of a
souls.
bench. Like,
It's divine confirmation.
Huh. Is that the whole circle of life about that? Like the divine confirmation?
No, I do not watch pornography. No.
Okay.
No, no. I know it's not a competition, but I haven't baptized a single investigator on my mission yet.
I've only converted like 8 or 9 people.
8 or 9? Balls.
What are they, nuns in training? Is that what you have to do?
I
Like you have
think
to
they're
convert?
Mormons. They sound
Oh,
like
Mormon.
Mormons, and they're trying to
Convert.
Like,
like.
how has
Mormon
God shown you that
missionary.
the church is true?
Ah.
I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about it.
But you know it's true.
Scott Beck and Brian
if we
Woods.
receive no...
Yeah, there we go. Scott Beck and Brian Woods. I love y'all, man. Y'all do a good job. Y'all did a great job with Boogeyman. This looks
Where
good so
are
far.
y'all? Look at them steps.
I think we have the bald guy we met at Costco.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
For every flight of stairs,
Yeah.
our husband gets 5
Those are
times hotter.
cool.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Sister Barnes, and this is my companion, Sister Paxton.
Sister Barnes and Paxton.
You ever feel like when you sing, it's like too high or too low? I know I don't have a beautiful voice, but
No, you do.
He went from killer robot to Mormon girl.
He was probably a killer Mormon first.
In my timeline,
Right. There you go.
is it true? Do you wear magic underwear?
Bro, why would she do that? That hurt me. Like, I feel so, like, you know what I'm saying? Aww.
This is it.
She was the nicer of the two, too. You could tell, like, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like,
yeah.
I might not have felt bad if it was the other one. As bad as that is. That just made me
I
mad.
think we're weird. I don't know, that South Park musical kind of makes fun of us.
Anyway, who cares what people think? You're awesome.
Yeah. So they're just
They just, oh my gosh.
Mormons, and they go door to door and try to convert people like the people be knocking on our door and shit. I don't have no problem with y'all, you know what I'm saying?
No
but
soliciting.
It just be at the wrong times, that's it. If you caught me when I wasn't doing nothing, you probably never hear me complain, swear. Oh, somebody gave them a list? They probably getting set up. That's deep. Spatial audio.
Probably dope in theaters.
Let's get
with
you a
Dolby
baptism.
Atmos.
Yeah, I can hear shit on different sides and going back and forth. It's crazy we're like in that era of that. Like we used to never give a shit about audio.
I would have done left.
Someone's showing up
It's
now.
raining.
Yeah, it's raining. That's too long for real.
Jesus, we good. I love you, but
Sister Paxton, and this is my companion, Sister Barnes.
You are Paxton, you are Barnes.
Paxton?
Paxton,
yes.
Paxton Barnes.
Mr.
Paxton Bonds. He already gives me the creeps.
You might be interested in learning more about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Mormon.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah.
We would like to give you this booklet, as it will help you understand the restoration.
I have one already, but you can never have too many. Yeah.
Prophet,
Talking of Noah, it is very, very wet.
and because of apostasy,
Would you like to
people
come
lose knowledge
inside?
of the gospel.
We can't come inside unless another woman is present, but we can stay out here in the doorway.
Well, my wife is home. Does that count?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, good. When you said roommate, I panicked. Anyway, I have a soulmate, and that is good enough.
We'd love to come in and meet your wife.
Do you like pie?
Yeah.
My wife has pie in the oven.
There's no wife.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a wife. I feel like if there was, guess what, y'all? She would have opened the door.
May I take your coats?
My grandma used to make the best pie.
Okay, well, you and my wife are going to get on very well. Walls and ceilings have metal in them. I hope that's okay.
You don't mind?
Good.
Metal in them.
Huh? Why would you tell somebody that? Cell phone signal? Very strange. These women are crazy. Is that a moth?
Mm-hmm.
That thing look huge. That's Pokeball Go.
Man.
My wife is being shy, but the pie is nigh.
She'll have to be in the room with us, too.
Right, I understand. Please, take a seat, take a seat, take a seat. I think it is good to be religious.
Well, our work here is done.
Well, sometimes it feels like maybe religion isn't at the center.
Well, it's fading, isn't it?
Yeah, over time.
Okay, are you ready to hear about our Heavenly Father's plan for you?
Wait, where are you both from?
Ogden, Utah. One of 8 daughters. I know
Utah.
it's
Damn, if she was one of 8 daughters, she might have been in that cult like you be watching and women try to get away.
8 is small out there. Like, you only got 8 kids?
What is the one
I think there's
religion?
like 22 Duggars or something.
I'm just saying, I could tell that you are a very spiritually curious person.
I
Joseph.
feel very uneasy because these are easy targets. They're very oblivious.
As I understand it, he was visited in the night by an angel called Moroni, who showed him where he could locate some golden plates near his home. His mysterious translation of those plates form the basis of this.
We should be more like you, Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed.
Pie smells amazing.
And now that you've been studying the Book of Mormon.
Damn. What? Maybe it's not pie. Maybe it's the candle.
It is blueberry pie.
I knew it, my favorite.
How did your father pass away? I'm sorry, I shouldn't. I
Carrick's
don't.
disease?
Blueberry disease. Oh, that's wonderful. Blueberry disease. Who wouldn't want that?
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. I misheard. I thought you were making a joke about the pie. Sorry.
Yeah, no. What a way to bounce the vibe out, right?
Man.
I feel like the vibe and everything they had just like left the room right there.
When I die, I want to come back as a butterfly just to follow people I love right on their fingertip so they know it's me.
Apologies, that is a foible of the house. I'm sorry, it does that. I can't see you now. I think it is time.
Time for what?
Damn, he put the Dahmer glasses on.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to be offensive because he's doing enough. He's doing it enough for all of us.
How do you feel about awkward questions? An insensitive question that I think will add depth to our conversation, but only if you're comfortable with that.
If you don't ask, I'm gonna leave here wondering what we missed out on.
A drum roll, please, ladies. My question is, how do you feel about polygamy? How do you feel about the concept of a man having multiple wives?
It's not for me.
Are you?
Is that in the Book of Mormon? Is that in the Book of Mormon or what?
I don't
polygamy?
know, but that's what they do. That's what I was talking about. They had multiple.
Right, I feel like, yeah.
They partake in polygamy. So her being of 8 is small.
We're discussing a church that decided that a controversial practice was an actual hindrance to recruiting new members, and so it used revelation to banish a provocative religious pillar that seemed unsavory in contemporary times.
It may be difficult to understand. Polygamy was a spiritual mission needed at the time. Grow the ranks of our membership in the wake of much hardship. A man having plural wives meant more babies to help the community grow.
That's even crazier.
Yeah.
To like birth kids to raise a Mormon? Just like off of, that's nuts. Like just for that? Like harvesting kids.
You see, I worry Joseph Smith used the concept of polygamy to legitimize his affairs with other women. Joseph's wife, Emma Smith, was upset when he slept with Fanny Elger there. 16-year-old formulated a plan to use revelation for consequence of that indiscretion and others like it. With great power comes great responsibility.
Spider-Man.
Voltaire.
Right.
My concern that polygamy has no spiritual bearing whatsoever. The church's own history corroborates and implies this cynical brainwashing tactic.
Oh, God. So was he trying to like unravel them? Like, I feel like he's doing the same thing that they would do to him. Like, they showed up to give him, and now he's, like, telling them the opposite.
Sins and man lies, then how do we know any of it's True.
how it makes us feel.
Bingo! That's exactly right. It's our personal relationship with God. Question, what's your favorite fast food?
Burger King is better than Carl's Jr., which is
Carl's
better.
Jr.?
Hardee's on the East Coast, which is better than Rally's, which
Rally's.
is Checkers, which is better than McDonald's, which is better than Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box serves breakfast all day.
I love breakfast.
What about Taco
They sell breakfast all day though?
I don't like.
If they sell
I don't
breakfast all
think-
day, they already sold me.
I don't know.
Don't talk about Taco Bell.
All right,
Uh-oh,
so Burger King is number one.
They hating on Taco Bell. You better shut it up. She gonna pull up.
The last thing I wanted to do was find the Wendy's of religion, and I was content with dabbling. So, some McNuggets here, BK Whopper. As I studied the genres, i.e. Mormonism, Scientology, Islam, Buddhism, as I worked on my personal relationship, and I think strengthened it.
It looks blue. Is it blue?
I don't know.
That might be the
But it definitely
candle.
is like blueberry pie. Gotta be.
And by the time I was 50, I was malnourished from the fast food of religion. All claimed to be the one true doctrine, and yet none seemed true when held under the microscope. So I wondered what else was out there. The last thing I wanted to do was find the one true religion. But unfortunately, I did.
Which is
Satanism.
Can we meet your wife?
Sorry, I'll go ask.
But what is the religion? Is that is
I don't know.
was he hinting at them or was he hinting at the religion there or something that he's gonna put on them or do to them? I feel like that's what he was getting at. He was saying like your shit is fake nicely, but this is what the real shit is. Watch this.
Yeah, I don't want to spook him, but we should wrap this. Any messages?
Nothing.
Damn, cause the metal. So that's
Oh yeah.
So they're in a trap or something. Come on, man. Tell me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And she is finally ready. Come on through. She's eager to meet you. This way.
Okay.
No.
This low key remind me of Barbarian.
I'll wait on the
One
other
moment.
side.
Thank you.
Jump out the window.
What is it? Our bikes. He has our codes. The key to the bike lock is in my coat pocket. Okay, so we need our codes.
Damn, the bike lock is in her coat pocket. He got the damn coat. They gonna have to get smart real quick, and I doubt it.
Dang it. They can't leave.
Okay. Pull harder.
Oh no. Oh no.
Did we hear him leave? Are you sure? Should we ask him for help?
Like she was beside her, and you can hear that her answering over here
Right.
and like talking that way. That was dope.
Or the elder Kenny, just so they know where we are.
See, oh man, I would have got. I was paying attention to the moth. It wasn't about the moth. It's about how fucking small the window is. You can't even get out of that.
It's a storm. Keep trying. Okay.
No, it ain't. It's the metal in the walls.
He's probably watching them too.
We ask for help. It'll be fine.
That shit's scary too. That you're gonna have to keep
Yeah.
tabs on that timer. Damn, it didn't come back on. What the fuck?
This is creepy.
You feel me? Oh, wait, y'all backed up like two deers.
Mr. Reed?
A demon, etc., etc.
I was thinking that because it
It makes you feel like that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, cinematically, it feels like that too. Yeah.
statue.
Oh, I thought that was somebody, bruh. Jesus.
And there they are.
Holy.
Mr. Reed, you have been...
You idiots. You'd have to scare me like that.
But we just got off the phone with Sister Hall, and she needs us.
I won't keep you if you wish to leave. We were just getting started, weren't we? You know, you had me thinking that maybe you were onto something. I've been impressed, but I understand. Yeah, your coats are here hanging on the back of the pew. Excuse me one moment.
Oh, I thought it was a big ass blade. He took the key. Thumbs up, y'all. Y'all two fish in there about to hit the fryer. Oh, she found it.
So,
And put it in the
do
wrong
we just
pocket.
need your help with the door?
I think your door's a bit stuck out there.
The door won't open. No, I understand what you're asking me, but the deadbolts are on a timer. I didn't realize the brace had been set. I should have pulled the pin when you came in. You'll have to exit through the back of my house.
Hell no. He playing games. Yeah, you lucky it's just two women. Two dudes would have beat your ass for all this bullshit by now. You bullshitting.
That way.
Just so we don't get turned around and confused when we get outside.
It won't open again till morning.
What is this? A trap? Like what is this? Trap house?
This way.
What movie was that where it was like this? 13 Ghosts, where the house was all moving and shit?
It's a little unusual that it can't be unlocked.
I am self-aware enough to know how this might look. Older man, two young women. Welcome to leave through the back. Anyway, I will leave you space to make your decision freely.
They never keep it open. But I'm gonna be real. If that was me, I'm just coming out with, bro, I don't want to do that. I'm scared. It's always just silence or mumbling. Say it. I'm scared as hell.
Fabricate a story about someone from your ward calling you to leave.
It wasn't an excuse. They do need us back.
Took a call with someone from your ward.
Yeah, a moment ago.
I mean that the metal obstructs cell phone signals, so I do know you didn't take a call. It is totally fine for you to leave. You never need to feel like you have to make excuses or tell me little white lies.
You told a white lie first. Where's your wife? Or she might be in here somewhere. This can't be the first time you did this. That bad.
And the candle.
Yeah.
Door takes us outside.
Do you have a preference?
Can your wife please just step in the room, say hello? There are rules, we follow it, and we were upfront with them.
I will ask.
That's all you've been doing is asking, brother. You ain't doing nothing. Nothing's cracking.
Can I ask you a question first?
Put your name in the goblet of fire.
My wife is in the next room.
No, she's not in the next room. You lying.
Candle, the absence of an oven with blueberry pie. If you still believe that she's in there, I'll go ask, but maybe think about in the context of your beliefs. You believe in God because somebody told you at an impressionable age. When your father lost control of his body, did you think it was God's plan? Give you comfort because you were afraid of what it might mean if it was all a lie. I wanted you to think about the things that you believe because somebody asked you to believe them.
Interesting. That goes back to the first conversation they had on the bench. Huh, so old girl might be able to get him out of here.
Can we use your phone?
I don't have a telephone.
You have a really beautiful home, Mr. Reed.
My wife built it.
We're gonna leave through the back of your house. Now, is that okay?
Of course.
Just like you said, it's okay, and we can leave.
What door you taking, babe?
I don't know.
It's Big Blue Nation, so I guess I have to take the blue door. The green one might be green gas or something.
What is it? That's a basement.
But what was the other one? What a shot.
I think that...
Yeah, see, whoever sent them there might have set them up, though. Because they had it in a text message where to go. It was a list.
So then you clearly saw that the back of my house overhangs a hill. So you would know that you have to go dun in order to go ut.
On our way here, we passed a police officer.
Whoa, the police. You're getting way too worked up.
Maybe it's one of those movies where he's already said something, we missed it, and that like it's an easy way out, but they just so fucked up and scared they can't think straight.
Between the doors, you should consider very carefully and then make the right decision. Come and stand here. Over you come.
Bro, this is some jigsaw shit. Like, he not gonna kill you, but he gonna make you probably kill yourself or something, making decisions and all this crazy shit.
Simply
Don't do it. It's not gonna work.
Have you ever played the Parker Brothers game, Monopoly? Monopoly is currently published in 47 languages.
Yeah. She's sweating. She's nervous.
They say over 1 billion people have played Monopoly, that only a fraction of that billion have actually finished it. Reminds you of something else? This is what most people mean when they hear Monopoly. Have you ever played the 1904 board game called The Landlord's Game? Identical to Monopoly, there's
The Landlord's Game? Interesting.
the ultimate goal of forming monopolies to force your opponent out of the game. Was designed by American feminist Elizabeth May and sold the concept as his own to Parker Brothers in 1935. It ought to become the first millionaire games designer in the history of the world. Poor old Elizabeth Maggie died without ever being credited for the impact she had.
Wow. We got a history lesson. That's dope. I never knew that. It makes me want to go buy that board game now. The Landlord's Game.
I need you to have a very basic understanding of iterating. I'm going to make a very disturbing claim tonight. It will make your stomachs sink a little and your hearts beat faster. I'm very sorry, make you want to die.
Very sarcastic way to say that shit. You feel me? Where? Where are you going to run up the wall? The windows are small as cup holes.
You just played it.
I mean before tonight. You are you not monotheistic?
We believe in Heavenly Father, yes.
There are 3 major monotheistic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam.
It's just been
Judaism, i.e., the original edition, Christianity, i.e., the most popular edition. See your Book of Mormon, please. I'll give it back.
I can see what he's getting at with the comparison. This is interesting.
Mormonism, i.e., the zany regional spin-off edition.
He's trying to tell him that their religion is full of shit. These are iterations.
These sects share many the same characters and histories, albeit I will not.
The OG.
I guess that's what he's saying.
When I know that you have heard Creep by Radiohead. But I'm a creep. Huh? What the hell am I doing?
They're not saying anything. They're just like, what are you getting to?
The Hollies filed a plagiarism lawsuit against Radiohead, proving that the melody and rhythm of The Air That I Breathe appear in Creep. Maybe you know Lana Del Rey, who remarkably was sued by Radiohead for plagiarizing Get Free. Iterations. Obscuring the original.
So what's the real message? I feel like he's getting to that. Like the religion, the real message.
Goodbye.
He called the OG monotheistic
the most
religion.
number of practicing members.
You did.
Only 0.2% of the world's population. Why is the original less popular than the iteration?
Talking about religion or board games or music.
Man, they are peanuts.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They really are peanuts.
Knocking on doors, selling people a better life, a better board game, a better song. Missionaries are really just salespeople for an organization. Idea, you knock on my door and you sell. Maybe I buy, maybe I don't buy. We are negotiating a transaction of ideology. Is that I have an idea which I would like to sell to you.
Yeah. That's what I said earlier. He's doing the same thing to them that they came there to do to him.
Yeah.
Wow. I like the movie so far, but I hate that I've caught everything. Damn it. I'm not that good. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm not that good. She's better than me at it.
Holy texts which we revere are just mythological iterations which ancient people have been telling each other for centuries.
I wonder if that dude from the church is coming to help them or
I know.
something.
I hope so.
They are merely a conduit to a more ancient truth. The story of a savior who was born to a virgin and was supernaturally resurrected for at least 1,000 years before Jesus was born.
Wow, I'm actually surprised that they did a movie like this. Pressing people about their ideologies.
Horace walked on water, was crucified, had 12 disciples.
Jesus Christ
he was a
stories
carpenter
based
who a
is
virgin,
like
baptized in the
identical
river,
or
rose from the dead.
Yeah, that's what Billy Carson talks about. A lot of Egyptian stories in comparison to the Bible and stuff like that.
Predate the existence of Jesus.
Wow.
Or to ignore the fact that all these stories iterate into Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
That's crazy because we were just talking about this last night. So, babe, you're right.
Jar Jar. Jar Jar, excuse me.
Never mind.
I kind of do take offense that they don't know either. The Phantom Menace is like
They don't know anything.
supreme. Yeah, they're peanuts.
Mormon.
It is all.
I feel like this is a little too blind. That's the whole point of this too, is like the girl, like he left the candle there so she could see it. So I knew it wasn't like stupid obvious, but like she's smart. She thought outside the box once, but then she went right back to her Mormon stuff. Like,
If God is real and he watches when we masturbate, and he hates gay people for being what he made them to be, well, that's terrifying.
If there's no God,
And we're just horny microscopic ants floating on a rock, that's terrifying too.
it is the church and kingdom of God, or it is nothing.
Would it help if I told you this is Gordon B. Hinckley, the 15th president of your church? You agree with Gordon?
So either it is all true,
Or none of it's true. Then I want you to choose which door to go through based on your faith.
Are you asking us
awesome.
for us to deliberate our belief?
This is awesome. If you believe it, let's see it. Let's see how far you believe it. Awesome.
And disbelief.
Or are you just listening to what
I
someone
don't
told you?
claim it is farce. Your religious text is mere ornament.
Do it. It's there for a reason. And
I want.
they're not gonna do it anyway because you Mormon. You ain't about that life.
You've introduced a lot of interesting points. So with that, I would like to agree that and we'd like to leave through the disbelief door and go home now. Ready, Sister Barnes?
She's gonna fight it.
Sister.
There's always one. There's always one that's gonna fight it. I knew that she was the smarter one too.
He's not gonna let us go just because we admit he's right. I think that we're being studied. I think he wants to learn something about us based on which door we open. Is that the game? Someone scratches their neck and he's watching. The candle flame flickers and it captures his attention. What have you been looking for? If I'm right, then the only thing that matters right now is what we actually believe. And because I think your rhetoric is thin, your garage sale board game metaphor is kind of offensive. You make no acknowledgement of the religious persecution Jewish people have faced, that none of this addresses Islam, as Muslims don't even believe Christ was resurrected. And then you point out all the similarities these mythological gods have with Jesus. One of these guys has a freaking bird head! I think there's an entire spectrum that your game is neglecting. So it doesn't matter.
No, I think there's an entire spectrum that you're neglecting. You called it a bird head. That's just a depiction of, like, come on.
Then let's leave through here. Be honest and sincere and let God decide what happens next for us.
So just took the disbelief door.
Okay, we're leaving now. Thank you for all your mentorship.
What's that Harry Potter spell?
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos maximum.
Are you coming too?
Hell no. This kind of does, like, this reminds me of like Split and Barbarian and Trap. Like, it has like the anxiety of Trap. I love the religious aspect though. Like what he just went through, that was genius. And I'm really surprised that they would put this in a movie, especially in today's age. Mm-hmm. We're like a year and a half away from Passion of the Christ 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
There's nothing. It's all blocked off. Is he gonna keep us here forever?
No, an elder will check on us, and which means he'll either have to let us go, kill us.
He lands a philosophical point.
No, yeah, you're right. in this basement is really black foam, like a mug.
Yeah.
We might not be a physical threat, but we can be an intellectual one.
Okay, rusty nails. What is it, hepatitis?
She can use that as a weapon, though.
Yeah, that's true. She gonna try to get up there? Who, you Batman?
He's coming. He's coming. Take this. Take this. If anything happens, you take this and you stab him in the neck. Okay, it has to be.
What kind of shit? She's not gonna do that shit, bro. She's scared as hell.
Patch your gun to her. That means stab. Okay. Patch your gun to her. That's the code word. Okay. Mystery.
I think this is somebody he's had down here. Or maybe this is his wife. That's his wife. Wow.
What's happening to her?
I was gonna say, man, had a speaker system set up. It's coming through a pipe.
Mystery.
When you were here before, look here in your eyes.
What?
It's like an angel.
Then, so either door led him to the same spot. How creepy. Is her hands like praying behind her back?
I think, man.
Creepy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
When
Really gonna try to reach for the matches?
I had to be sure before I introduced you to her.
You are now in the presence of a living prophet of God.
Oh shit, maybe she's a part of that real religion.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I invited you into my sanctuary is because I have been shown a miracle. This miracle is proof that all known religions are demonstrably false.
Hell no. This is a little different than I thought.
Our family recipe for blueberry pies, I think. Traditional one. Sugar, lemon, blueberries, of course. Tonight I've also included some wolfsbane and some belladonna. In a short while, the prophet will be dead.
Then you will witness a miracle.
Damn, so he's gonna kill her so she can resurrect or something?
She will be resurrected.
What twisted shit is dude on? Whoa. Shit, that scared me. Whoa.
I need you to feel her pulse right now.
Acknowledge, please, that her heart has now stopped pumping.
Index and middle finger on the side of the neck in the soft, hollow area. Both of you, please, lift her head to be sure.
Bro.
Just a catalytic spasm.
Bro. Hell nah.
Acknowledge that she is no longer breathing.
No, no.
So she's dead.
Yeah.
A moment longer, and you will witness a resurrection. She'll tell us what she saw in the afterlife.
Has the prophet moved?
No.
Only a moment longer.
Somebody came for him.
We scream, but not until he answers the door. Scream, scream.
Oh, sorry, I was at the back.
I'm just in the neighborhood looking for 2 young ladies from my church.
Bro, this is too stressful. They're at the door. They screaming. That thing down there is dead.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, you are the first house caller I've had all day.
Did you see this?
It's locked. Help. Pull the rug. The matches.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Pull the rug. Don't put your hand out there. You're going to get the bitch strapped out.
This is which church?
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day
Yes,
Saints.
yes. Is there some other way I can help?
Sure, they're not far. Thank you for your time.
All right, well...
Damn, at least he came looking for him. He missed.
Dang it.
Maybe he sees their bikes. Like they're about to get got, damn it. It's too late. Damn, so who's at the door now? Yeah, good shit. At least y'all got the matches.
Yeah.
She moved. Her head is different. That's where she was. It's not.
You better listen to your friend. She's telling you.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you. Have you received this booklet?
I will give it a look-see.
Now the damn matches don't work? What kind of shit is this?
Focus. Faster.
He took, I remember, like, moved the bikes because
he took
the key was in the wrong pocket.
He took the bikes. Oh, it's gone.
White clouds. It's not real.
We are very grateful for your passage to the other side. Your prophecy will be recorded.
Yeah, that's what she was right. They're being studied.
Well, now, you see, this is rather interesting because I know that one of you has been lying. I know from the way that fire reacts to each of you. One of you has a very, very, very big secret.
What's the secret, I wonder?
Choose your words very carefully when I ask, what did you witness? If you didn't see something transcendental, you absolutely must tell me.
I heard her describe what she experienced on the other side.
Great!
She had a feeling of disassociation.
I can show you God, if you're willing to die. Like the prophet, you could be brought back. I tell you what's frightening. Not knowing is frightening. The terror of those questions is why religions exist.
Yeah, he's bending them.
Right.
Like, and not knowing is even scarier, which it is. You know what I'm saying? But like, now that you have the opportunity, they don't want to. It's crazy.
How is he gonna make killing us our idea?
Sister Barnes, you're in a muddle.
Can't tell if you're playing chess or checkers.
What did I show you?
That was not a miracle.
What did I show you?
It was a magic trick.
Oh no, I think that was the key word to kill. Or to stab.
They killed me when I was 4 years old. 50 people were hospitalized from an E. coli outbreak. Clinically dead while doctors operated on my kidneys. I saw exactly what your prophet described. A blinding white light. Sense of wanting to return, a feeling that my state of reality wasn't
I don't think
real.
that was it. I know.
That wasn't a prophecy.
It made me feel like because she reached in her pocket. Maybe she about ready to say it.
You've been keeping this woman on the edge of death in order to ask her questions so that you can substantiate your idea of what the one true religion is.
When you remember something, you're really only remembering the last time you remembered that experience. You're remembering a false correlation with the experience you've just witnessed. I promise you, we're not talking about a magic trick.
I mean, I don't know about killing him either, though. He ain't done nothing. Didn't even hurt him.
Underwear.
What the hell? So he did just hurt him. I spoke too soon. He just cut her neck. I thought she was going to. Damn, so what you think he's going to try to bring her back?
Oh no.
Sister Paxton, do not be scared. She will rise again.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, that's not it. That's not it. Moments. It'll be moments. Let's have one of your drum rolls, yeah?
I'm very sorry.
Something is wrong. I'm now worried that she's not coming back to us.
What are you doing?
Yep. Yep. Oh, it isn't. That was a vein.
Like, what are you digging for?
An IUD?
The implant.
This is why she can't come back to us.
But Sister Barnes, she's a program. She's not real.
Can you explain it to me?
Are you, Sister Paxton, familiar with the Taoist concept of the butterfly dream?
Butterfly flaps his wings and causes a typhoon.
The butterfly dream concerns an ancient Chinese philosopher. Was I a man dreaming of a butterfly, or am I now a butterfly dreaming that I am a man?
So she wasn't real because she had an implant? What do you mean by that?
We exist inside a simulation, cannot tell the difference between real life and artificial dream. Fire dynamics are very difficult to render. I've noticed this anomaly interacts with simulated NPCs. She couldn't come back to us, but when you die, you will pass through death. What do you think? Yes, no, maybe?
That's creepy to think about.
Yeah.
So when you die, you wake up in the real world, like, and realize that everything is crazy. That'd be nuts. Huh, that might explain why people are in denial. And not the other way around.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a microchip. A birth control.
Yeah, birth control thing. That's one of those, it's not IUD.
Have you
that's
ever
intriguing.
met?
Yeah.
Uterine, but it goes like right here.
Our church would have made her feel ashamed about it and she would have been too embarrassed. Simulation theory
Hypothesis, please.
is not testable, is it?
No, it's a matter of belief, like any religion.
I don't believe it.
Do you believe the miracle that I showed you?
At first, I think something happened tonight that you didn't expect. It feels like you're improvising, trying to convince me.
So, in fact, you agree with your friend. You think that the prophet was just her...
Yeah, she's catching on and throwing it back at him.
I think you switched the bodies.
I switched the bodies.
The doorbell rang when the elder got here, which drew our attention to the stairs. You would have been prepared for that. As I noticed, the woman wasn't in the same position. I think another woman came into the basement through
Damn, so she caught on to all his bullshit.
place at the table.
I see.
Scripted prophecy that you prepared for her. She said was, "It is not real." Maybe she was trying to tell us that the miracle wasn't real.
Okay.
You see what I mean when I say something happened that you didn't expect?
Well, if that's right, then there'd have to be another way into this basement. Should we have a look?
Uh-oh. Is there another way in? Where is it at?
I don't think there is.
Unless...
Damn, so they were over top of it the whole time?
Which means that there would have to be a dead body down there if you're right.
Damn, if it's not, it's gonna be her.
But will you go into that hole and see if there's somebody down there?
If I have to. The only way out is through.
Don't go into that cellar unless you are prepared to discover the one true religion.
I knew it.
Damn, but that might be your way out though. Because y'all couldn't find a way out before.
Mm-hmm.
He might have told you, pick a door. I also think that maybe his point wasn't to get them to a religion, but to break them of it.
Yeah.
What kind of voodoo shit?
It shows you like it's scary, but get through it and you'll be all right.
Golly. These creepy ass doors. I ain't never heard doors be so scary in a movie.
Her bike lock. Oh my god, that's why she had the key the whole time.
He knew. He knew. Yeah. Crazy.
That is crazy.
What the hell? He's spraying something in there.
Water or something. And they're cold.
You figured it out yet? What is the one true religion?
When we first arrived, you left us alone in your living room. You took a key, went outside to unlock our bikes and hide them.
Man, she's really good. Like, she really figured it out. She was paying attention the whole time, y'all.
Did this, I assume, because you didn't want the elder to find our bikes when he came back looking for us. You returned the bike key to the wrong coat pocket. You gave the bike lock to one of your prophets.
Why did I do that?
Is because it is exactly where you want me to be standing. Because you want me to believe the one.
Yeah. She's forced, in a sense. Control.
That is exactly right. Religion is just a system of control. Now, you see, that's what's so interesting. They don't want your help. They are exactly where they chose to be. See, she chose to eat a poisoned pie because of her profound faith, drinking the
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Same reason that your church goes to Haiti to give out Bibles after a hurricane. It's easier to control someone who has lost everything.
Damn, yeah. Yeah.
The question is, why do you all let me? You are here because the ideas of others have influenced every single decision, and I've been able to predict every decision you'd make tonight because of that.
Oh shit. Maybe he says the magic word and then she kills him. He's not gonna expect that decision.
They decide who you worship. They even dictate the garments you wear under your clothes. Your magic underwear.
Didn't expect that, did you?
No, he didn't expect it. He's done. He got stabbed in the neck. Damn. And she still don't know how to get out because the lock pin or whatever. That dude's house is a maze.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how you gonna get out of there. I really thought you was about to get out. I thought that was it. But dude is really good. He's like, nope. Damn, he had this. What? He had the pits of hell on in a diagram on his wall. Dude's nuts. How the hell is dude still alive after getting jabbed in the neck like that? Like, that's an instant panic injury.
Praying doesn't work. Have you ever heard of the Great Prayer Experiment? They divided patients into groups who received prayers and those who didn't. The results of the study were conclusive. It doesn't work. But I think it's beautiful that we all pray for each other. Even though we all probably know it doesn't make a difference.
Damn, so I guess it goes back to her point. It's about the personal relationship. Who just hit him in the face?
Aw.
Damn, that's crazy how that happened. It's like she died and came back. I feel like that's what they were trying to do right there. Wow. She climbed through one of the tiniest windows, that cage window, and got up out of there.
Oh. Oh. He's hallucinating. Weird.
Interesting. So was it supposed to be like an illusion or like not reality or whatever? Like, what was that? That was a fire ass movie though. All right, you guys. So welcome back. That was Heretic. All right. So sweetheart, how do you feel about it?
It was weird. It was a weird movie, but I do like the visual representation of like life itself, basically. Because it is about religion, like it kind of, but it, for me, it was more like you need to ask more questions. You need to look for yourself and find things for yourself, find out things, and not just listen just because they tell us. You know, it's like us versus the government. Or, you know, like what, because it's the control. And a lot of it comes from, well, they said it, so we have to listen, you know? So I really do like appreciate the visual representation of that. Some of it came off a little weird to me, like the resurrecting and the stuff like that, but it was still all part of the story and it was still cohesive for me. I need to like simmer on it though, because that's all I really have to say about it for now. But I want to like go back and like think on these scenarios and, you know, dig deeper, a little more deeper into it. But I did really like it. I'll probably give like a 7.5 maybe.
Okay. Well, I definitely enjoyed it. I think doing films like this raises eyebrows, especially when I guess we're in a day and age where it's kind of I guess what people call woke, and it's a little different. It's like, and I don't really pay attention to it, but I know that it's there. I'm not going to just be like oblivious to it. I know it's a thing and it's there. But to do a movie like this on religion, where like they were going at religious people hard, like they're like it's like just as hard as it was for these women to deny his points. Those are what do you call them? Pressure points. Those are like your vital points that he hit all of them at a high rate, at a hard, you know what I'm saying? Those are hard punches to those places. I'm someone who grew up in church. I'm someone who's not so much in there now. And it's not so much because I don't believe, but it's just because of what I know now and what I've, you know, figured out and researched and done some stuff like that. But I'm still of a person of karma. I'm still a person of being kind to one another, that we're all humans, we're all equal, we're one race, not separated. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in that mindset. That's kind of how I go about it. And I feel like that this movie really, really shoots at those subjects hard. And I like that it causes this conversation. I think that things like this. It's done in a way where you talk about the different iterations. You talk about, I love the comparison between the Monopoly game, Noir, genius. Hugh Grant, the guy, like he went and talked about all these different points and how like the way he did it, it was just genius. The way it was written, it was genius how he acted it out. And I think that the horror part of it is kind of what you were saying in the reaction, like the kidnapping and, you know, and I also feel like the girls were oblivious because of the religious thing they were a part of, you know, you know what I'm saying? And I even feel like there at the end that she kind of represented what he wanted to happen all the time, was like losing the thought of it, like to be able to not be controlled.
Like it's cool to like believe what you believe and partake in like certain activities and stuff, but don't let it have such a hold on you that it literally says what underwear you wearing.
Right.
And that is true because she had on like biker shorts.
Right. Yeah, to that point, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they were shooting at these different things. And I loved all the different visual representation, like between the two doors. You said that you didn't really get like the resurrection part of it. I felt like,
no, I got it. It was just weird.
It was okay. It was meant. To me, it was meant as a representation. Well, one, he knew what she was going to do, but still, so she understood the point. Like every time she thought it was going to be over and she got it, there was another layer to it. And I feel like the resurrection process and them visualizing it and seeing it and being a part of that was also visual representation. And then him knowing that what she was going to do and him playing the parts and kind of being able to guess her movements based on how much she believed in the religion. The only part that he didn't catch was the fact that she would stab him, which I thought was crazy, or maybe he did. But I think even to a certain point, even like it kind of like rounded itself out or like circled itself by her saying, you know, I don't believe what you got going on. But then at the end, it's like we call it like a mirage that she saw the butterfly on her hand. Like it wasn't real. And it makes me question like the audience and maybe even to herself of what just happened in a sense in relation to what he was saying to her and his point. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is really what's awesome about this movie is that it shoots at those points and it makes it kind of unbearable. And then even Sister Barnes' character had like a little backlash with saying the in-betweens, like, you know, what people obviously say of the horse having a bird head and, you know, there are instances that you didn't account for. And there's always that conversation of throwback. But even though she did that, he was still able to give them realistic visual representations of what was going on. And she realized that the real religion is just control. And them in the cages was a visual representation of that. It wasn't the fact that like he forced them to do that. It was the fact that their religion is in staying in that box. He was able to guess their movements, and they wouldn't get out of it for nothing to even save their own life. They were willing to go down that road and do that anyway, even in that belief system, even though he was showing them that it was the other way. And that they even kind of dealt with that at the beginning with the doors, where one was like, we should go the right way, we were done. And then the other one was like, it don't matter either. It didn't matter which way we go. You're not understanding it. And I just felt like that the directors did a good job of writing it. I think everything came across awesome. The suspense was awesome. The confusion was awesome. I liked how kind of dark and gritty it got. Like she said, it was more along the lines of Black Phone. And I think I did mention some others like Barbarian and Trap. And there were some elements, but I think all over as a summary, the Black Phone is an absolute good comparison for this film. It does have a little bit of blood and guts and gore a little bit, but it doesn't get too crazy like you would think, which it still kind of puts it in the horror aspect and stuff like that. But I'll probably give this movie like an 8.5, almost a 9. I think it's really, really, really done well. And also, like, I actually think that this movie was kind of too short. I felt like certain things there at the end were kind of, or maybe it was kind of picking up because the movie was ending or the story was ending, but for some reason I felt like this was going to go a little bit longer than that. And it kind of ended fast for me, but I still enjoyed it. So you all let us know down in the comments how you feel about Heretic. All right. So Before we get out of here, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up, leave a like. If you're new here to the channel, hit subscribe and tap that notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first, okay? So you all let us know down in the comments how you feel about Heretic, and we'll be back with more content very soon. I'm Fireworks, the beautiful white gold, and this is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel, and we out.